The grace of Baal had sworn before his dreadful gods. He dragged his armies through the cold, where no great army ever trod. Across the starry Alpine heights, through ice and rock and blinding gale, he broke the doorway of the north, and southward came the grace of Baal.
The grace of Baal. The grace of Baal.
Down from the mountains pale with snow,
The eagles broke, the legions fell,
and nothing seemed to stop the foe.
the vineyards burned, the cornfields died, the gods of Rome grew weak and pale, and nearer, nearer to the walls there came the dreadful grace of Baal.
At Trebia the army sank to right and left beneath his hand. He fought as some dark sorcerer, and armies moved at his command.
At Trasimene, veiled in mist, he waited where the mountains fell, then closed the road before and aft, and drowned the Roman host in hell.
And Cannae saw his darkest spell.
He bent his ranks but would not fail,
Then closed his arms around the foe.
the bloody whirlpool of Cannae. The legions pressed, the legions broke, hemmed in by sword and dust and wail, and
80,000 fell before the dreadful grace.
of Baal.
The grace of Baal.
The grace of Baal. The grace of Baal.
Down from the mountains pale with snow,
The eagles broke, the legions fell,
and nothing seemed to stop the foe.
the vineyards burned, the cornfields died, the gods of Rome grew weak and pale, and nearer, nearer to the walls there came the dreadful grace of Baal.
And all the world came marching south. The elephants like mountains came, the giant Gauls in barbarous arms, the Spaniards bright with beating gold,
Numidian riders brown and swift on desert horses, fierce and lean,
wheeled like hawks around the host, while countless nations marched between. Deserters, hirelings, tribes unknown, men gathered out of every land, a moving world of spear and sword, all following one uplifted hand.
the earth itself beneath them shook, the Roman watchmen heard the hail,
And at the head of all that world there rode the dreadful grace of Baal. Then monstrous rumors filled the streets, the stars fell down like stones from heaven. A child was born with monstrous head, the bonds of nature had been riven. For Rome believed that something more than mortal armies crossed the plain, that something ancient, something foul had broken through the world of men.
Moloch stood upon the hills and stared across the Latin plain.
Baal beneath his feet of stone trod down the vineyard and the grain, and veiled where mortal eyes saw not behind the armies pale and vast. Can it whispered through the dark of love more horrible than hate? The household gods bowed down their heads beneath the humble roofs of Rome. Above them rode the foreign wind that howled across the broken stone. The Alpine door was broken down, the northern trumpet blew its gale, and hell itself seemed marching south behind the dreadful grace of Baal.
The grace of Baal. The grace of Baal.
The eagles lost, the legions slain.
The gods seemed dead,
The temples mute and smoke lay black across the plain. The vines were despair.